Hi, welcome back to Live Well with Dr. Mel. I'm Dr. Mel, licensed physical therapist and holistic health coach. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You'll get access to all my free physical therapy tips and tricks. In this video, we're going to go through the SI joint. A lot of people can have tightness in their hips as well as weakness in the hip area. When we improve this flexibility and strength in our hips, a lot of times the SI joint can become more stable and no longer pull out of position. So I recommend going through these exercises, gaining awareness of which side of the hip is tight and which side of the hip is weak, giving you that hip obliquity causing SI joint pain. If you're ready, let's get started. So when your pelvis pulls into an anterior tilt, this can cause SI joint pain. So your first exercise is a pelvic tilt. This is going to correct anybody who has an anterior tilt. You just come to the floor, lay down on your back. If you can't get on and off the floor, you can do this in the bed. The firmer the surface though, the better it is. So with your knees bent and you're flat on your back, you're going to notice you're going to have a slight curvature in the lumbar spine. What we want to do is squeeze our navel in towards our spine, flattening the back, getting the back completely flat against the floor. You're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. I recommend doing this exercise 10 reps 3 times a day, because if you're not doing it consistently throughout the day, you'll be more likely to fall into that anterior tilt, causing more and more SI joint pain. It doesn't take long, just 5-second holds, 10 reps. You'll learn to strengthen your transverse abdominal muscles, your deep abdominal muscles, which will help put your pelvis in the proper alignment, taking that pain out of that low back area. The next exercise is knee to chest. So you're going to lay flat on the floor of the bed and you're going to grab one leg and pull it in towards your chest. But the main thing while you're doing this is to maintain the straight leg nice and firm against the ground, flexing the ankle towards you, squeezing the top of the thigh in order to release the hamstring and stabilize the pelvis. If you can't grab above the knee, it's difficult for you, or you may have some other injuries going on, maybe you have knee pain. You can also just grab underneath the thigh. That's just as good. And only bring it as far as you can without losing that firmness against the ground, because we want to keep the pelvis stable. It's not going to help if we raise this off the ground. We want to make sure we're pressing down through the left leg, keeping it nice and firm against the floor as we pull that right knee in towards our chest. Make sure you do both sides. If you find one side is more difficult for you to stabilize the right leg down against the floor and pull the left leg in, you want to work more on that side, because your goal is to get the pelvis as balanced and equal as possible. So I would perform 30-second holds on each side, reassess. You feel it's more difficult on one side than the other, spend another 30 seconds on the side that's more difficult. Our goal here is to get the pelvis nice and flexible and even and strong on both sides. The next exercise is a bridge. So it's very important when you're doing a bridge to make sure your hips are level. Very common with people with SI joint symptoms, they'll have an obliquity in their hips when doing this exercise. So when you're lifting up, You're squeezing through your glutes, and you want your hips nice and even as possible. If you notice one hip is dropping lower than the other, you want to correct that. Really squeeze through that glute to get the hips nice and even. Only go as high as you can that your hips are level. As you get stronger, you'll be able to go higher and higher with level hips. As you come down, go down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. I would repeat this 10 times. I would hold it for 5 seconds at the top at your end range, as long as your hips are level, and then lowered back down. And remember, this will take time. You may only start here. That's okay. The more you do this, the more consistent you do it. I would recommend doing it 10 reps 3 times a day, 5-second holds, and you'll notice you'll get stronger and stronger until eventually you can lift all the way up with your hips level. The next exercise is trunk rotation. So same position, feet flat against the floor, knees bent, back flat against the ground. And we're just going to windshield wipe our legs to the left first. Go as far as you can. Hold it there for 5 seconds. And then come all the way back to the other side. Be aware here. Do you feel like it's tighter on one side than the other? Is it more difficult for you to rotate to the left than rotating to the right? Do you get closer to the ground when you rotate to the right than you do to the left? Or vice versa? It's in this awareness where we see the resistance in our body, and we can know where we need to spend more time and work in order to improve. Because the goal is to get everything balanced throughout the pelvis and the hips. So I would do 5-second holds, and I would do this 10 times. And if you do find that one side is a lot more difficult, you can spend some more time on that side to release that area. The last exercise is a glute set. So what you're going to do is lay on your belly. Go ahead and turn over onto your belly. You want to press both your hips down against the floor. You want to feel your pubic bone against the floor and both bony prominences of your hips touching the floor the entire time. Once you're there, then you're going to try to lift your leg up off the floor. But don't raise your pelvis off the floor. Keep your pelvis against the floor as you lift your leg, squeezing your glute. And then lower back down. You're going to repeat this 10 times. Lifting the leg, keeping it nice and straight, squeezing your right glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. The main thing here is to keep that pubic bone and both ASISs, both bony prominences of your hip touching the floor the entire time as you raise up. And lower back down. I repeat this 10 times on the right, and then you can go ahead and do the same thing on the left. And you can tell, does one side easier than the other? Then you know you have glute weakness on that side. Or maybe both are weak and they both need work. So same thing, same prescription, 5-second hold, 10 reps. And if you can do it consistently 3 times a day, you're going to get your glutes nice and strong, and that's going to help keep your pelvis nice and stable and rid that SI joint pain. Well, I hope you enjoyed the content I shared today. If you did, give me a like or leave a comment in the box. I love hearing from my viewers. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get more free physical therapy videos. See you next time.